In this video, I'm going to explain to you what an investor-friendly agent is and how they can help you achieve your real estate investing goals. All that and more coming up right now. Hey everyone, welcome to the Investor Friendly Agent. My name is Marc Brenner. I'm a local real estate agent in Atlanta, Georgia, and this YouTube channel is all about real estate investing and working with agents who can help you achieve your goals. You may have seen me on my other channel, Living in Atlanta, where I break down different neighborhoods in the Atlanta area and help folks relocate here from out of town. There's some great information on that page about real estate investing, so make sure you check it out and subscribe if you haven't already. Basically, this channel is going to be geared towards real estate investors and how good agents who understand real estate investing can help you achieve your goals. I'm also going to be giving you real-time, boots on the ground information about the different neighborhoods you can invest in Atlanta. I'm going to be discussing the different real estate investing strategies that make the most sense depending on the areas that you're looking at. And eventually I will be starting to post off-market deals on this channel. So make sure you like this video and hit subscribe so you don't miss out on important information or great off-market deals. So this first video is all about me explaining what an investor-friendly agent is. You may have heard the term quite a bit, and if you speak to an agent and ask if they're investor-friendly, they will almost definitely say yes. There isn't any agent that is going to turn you away because they don't have the experience with investment properties. But the truth is, there is a huge difference between a regular residential real estate agent and one who works consistently with investors, who understands their language and how to help them achieve their goals. In fact, did you know that less than 5% of active agents have been involved in a real estate transaction that was for investment purposes? The fact is, there is a huge need for more real estate agents who understand real estate investing and who have the skills to help investors achieve their goals. That's one of the reasons why I focus a large portion of my sales business on investors. And honestly, if you work with a traditional real estate agent and then one who's an investor-focused agent, you will see there is a world of difference between the two. So let's talk more in detail about some of those differences. Number one, an investor-friendly agent will speak your language. Obviously, when you're talking about real estate investing, you're using certain terms that are really important for us to understand each other so that we can be on the same page. We're talking about basic, simple things like cash flow, appreciation, individual rate of return, different investment strategies like flipping or the BRRRR method or house hacking. We might be discussing exit strategies or 1031 tax deferred exchanges or opportunity zones. There is a lot of information and terminology that only an agent who's been involved in real estate investing transactions is going to be able to discuss with you. The second difference, and honestly the most important one, is personal investment philosophy. Now, any agent can help write up a contract for you on an investment property and get you through the nuts and bolts of a transaction. But the real truth is, an exceptional investor-focused agent will encourage you to create a personal investment philosophy. Now, I didn't create this. This is stolen straight from the Real Estate Guys Radio, whom I absolutely love. You need to check out their podcast if you haven't already. But they preach in almost every podcast, and so does Bigger Pockets. You need to get very specific on what your criteria is. You need to get specific on what your goals are, both long and short term. You need to understand what you do want to be involved in investing and what you don't want to be involved in. And you need to have a team in place and create systems to help you succeed. Now, I have new real estate investors reach out to me multiple times a week, and the majority of them just want a good deal. They haven't put a lot of thought into what their 5, 10, or 25-year plan is. They haven't really thought about what kind of neighborhood they want to be in, or if they're going to self-manage or hire a property manager. They're just jumping straight in and hoping to find a great deal that they can put an offer in. The problem with that is there's no way to really identify a great deal if you haven't identified what fits in your buy box. For instance, I have some clients that are only interested in well-to-do neighborhoods where there's going to be much less cash flow, but it's a great place to store their money long term for solid appreciation. Now, I have other clients who absolutely love Section 8 housing because it's guaranteed rent every month and they're not scared by dealing with potentially a more difficult tenant. So there's no way I can tell you what a great deal is for you if you don't know what you want to be involved in and how you want to be involved. Do you want to be in the suburbs? Do you want to be in the city? Do you want to be in more of an A neighborhood or a D neighborhood? Are you going to be doing the property managing or are you going to hire it out? Who's on your team that's a contractor, a CPA, a closing attorney? These are all questions that you need to formulate at the beginning of your investing journey before you should really be starting to look at great deals. So that advice right there alone is what's going to separate an investor-friendly agent from a traditional one. Number 3, market knowledge. Now, most real estate agents can tell you if we're in a buyer's market or a seller's market. They can tell you how hot the market is. But when I talk about market knowledge for an investor, what I'm talking about, what is a neighborhood like today? What is it going to be like in 5 years? And what is it going to be like in 25 years? Is it in the path of progress? What are the rental rates? How much appreciation do you expect to see in the next 10 years? What are the major amenities in the area that are driving foot traffic? What kind of businesses are in the area that are driving the local economy? How are the schools? How is the crime? All of these factors are very important for a real estate investor to understand before they buy a property in a certain area. And the criteria that you would apply to a residential transaction is very different from the criteria for an investor, because in all likelihood, they're not going to be living there. And depending on the exit strategy, it's going to be really important to understand how that neighborhood is going to develop. Number 4, finding deals. Now, again, a regular real estate agent can put any house in front of you and say, oh, this looks like a good real estate investment opportunity, but a great agent knows what a good deal looks like, and they help you find them. Whether that's creating specific search criteria in the MLS to help identify potential investment properties, or helping you get on a bunch of different reputable wholesalers lists, or providing you with pocket listings that haven't gone on the market yet, an investor-friendly agent will help you find great deals. Number 5, getting the deals. Now, getting a deal under contract is much more difficult in the investing side than it is in the traditional residential side, especially when you have a market like we do right now in Atlanta, where it's very hot for residential and it's even hotter for investors. Investors know that Atlanta is in the path of progress and has a very bright future, so there's a lot of interest here. What does this mean? You need to move fast. I always set expectations with new clients that they need to get their ducks in a row in terms of having the financing ready, the pre-qualification letter ready, and being able to put in an offer on a property the same day it's listed. Now, an example of the type of advice an investor-friendly agent will give an investor would be something like this. I've had a lot of investors who have wanted to do a lot of their due diligence for a potential deal before going under contract. Before they even put in an offer, they want to know all the details about the house. They want detailed comps for sales and rental comps. They want an entire neighborhood breakdown, and they want a contractor to come look at a property before putting an offer in. Now, the reality is this is a big mistake and setting yourself up for failure. This is why you have an actual due diligence period once you go under contract. If you spend too much time before putting in an offer to try to figure out every detail of a transaction, I guarantee you that property is going to be off the market, scooped up by an investor who knows exactly what they're looking for and knows that if they need to terminate, they'll have a due diligence period where they can do that without penalty. So I strongly advise clients, be prepared to tie up a property and get it under contract immediately, and then do your due diligence and decide if you'll need to terminate or if you can make it work and move forward. Number 6, available, fast, and professional. Now, there is an extremely low barrier to entry for real estate agents. So while you would hope people being involved in transactions this large are professional and reliable, unfortunately, that is often not the case. I'm talking about simple stuff like answering your phone, calling agents back, doing things in a timely manner, and speaking to people with respect. All these little details actually have a real impact on your likelihood in securing a deal. So it's very important that you work with an agent who carries themselves professionally, who responds quickly and courteously, and who can move very quick and not delay in putting in offers. Number 7, a great referral network. Now, most successful investors will tell you you need to have a great team behind you, helping you not only to get deals, but to rent them out, to manage them, to do the rehabs, to run title. There are a lot of people that you need as a part of your team, and in many cases, multiple people for each position. But honestly, the most important person on your team is going to be a great real estate agent, because the nature of our business allows us to have a lot of connections with a lot of different people. And a good agent will have an entire Rolodex of competent property managers, contractors, closing attorneys, lenders, hard money lenders, and they will be able to provide those for you so that you can vet those sources and start to put your team together. Not only is that an incredible amount of saved time, but it can also save you the headache in working with someone who's not qualified. Number 8, I have ARVs, or after repair values, or comps if you want to call them. I know this seems basic and standard, but it's not just about comps. You need to make sure when you're looking at an investment property, you have someone telling you real-time, accurate information about what the property would sell for if you needed to make a quick exit, what you could reliably expect the property to rent out for, and in what amount of time it could sell or rent for. Now, I promise you, you don't want to trust a wholesaler's opinion of what an ARV is, and you definitely don't want to trust the person trying to sell you the deal. You really need an agent who is more concerned with giving you accurate information than they are about getting another deal under escrow. Literally every day I'm telling clients, no, that's not a good deal. No, this wouldn't rent for this amount. And no, this wouldn't sell for this amount. Now, while it would be easier to just say yes and amen to everything the investor is asking me about returns, I have to be honest, because long-term mutually beneficial relationships are way more valuable than just getting another paycheck. So you need someone who has local, real-time market information that is accurate so that you can feel confident in running your numbers that you have a good deal or not. All right, so those were just 8 differences between a traditional real estate agent and an investor-friendly agent. I feel like I've been talking for a while, so I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. In future videos, I'm going to talk about all kinds of very beneficial topics for real estate investors, including how to find a great investor-friendly agent. I'm going to be talking about different real estate investing strategies. I'm going to be discussing up-and-coming neighborhoods in Atlanta and the different economic forces that are driving those trends. And eventually, I'm going to have off-market deals with full video walkthroughs and pro formas for you to look at and bid on. So make sure you like and subscribe. Definitely check out my other page, Living in Atlanta, and thanks for watching.